Hi, my name is Sarah Norman. I am the person in charge of registration for the Twins Days Festival Committee. And for the 13th year in a row, it is my pleasure to welcome you to being a registration volunteer. I actually worked at registration for a few years before I started running it. So I've been here for quite a while, and I obviously love my job, or I wouldn't still be here. So I'm excited to have you come work with us. Thank you for watching this video, which is a substitute for having a training meeting that would probably be inconvenient for you. But now you can watch and be trained at your convenience. The visitors who are coming to us are going to be coming to the registration table at the festival first before they do anything else. So you truly are the first face of the festival that our guests are going to see. For that reason, we ask that you come with a smile on your face, a service-oriented attitude, and also dressed very modestly. Just for the weather, it might be hot, but wear comfortable shoes, very practical. Wear very plain clothing, no slogans or logos. The exception would be if you are the member of a Mother of Twins club or a special group that is assisting us with registration. Feel free to wear your special group's t-shirt in order to identify yourself in that way. The other thing is you need to be prepared for a phone call from me for inclement weather. I always ask for cell phone numbers on the Sign Up Genius. And the reason is because in the event we have any kind of emergency situation, weather or otherwise, I want to know who I need to get a hold of in order to communicate the situation to. That will be for your convenience so that you do not show up unnecessarily. It has never happened. It's because I keep collecting the phone numbers that we never have to call our volunteers. So I need to tell you a little bit about the changes. Now that you're all dressed and you're ready to come and work for us, I need to tell you about the changes that are new this year. It's going to be a very exciting year at Twins Days, and part of it is because we really spent a lot of effort ramping up our website, making it fully functional in a way that just makes online registration completely a breeze now. So most of the twins who have already signed up, what we used to call the pre-registered twins, have done so online. And when they come to the festival, they've already gotten a confirmation email that has their registration number already assigned to them. So in the old times, like last year, when we had a cutoff date of July 20th, you could only be a pre-registered twin if your registration was in by July 20th. That is not the case now. Now, a pre-registered twin is anybody who filled out their online registration at any point before they walked up to the booth. So anyone who has registered, let's say a twin arrives on Friday night, they fill out their registration, they come in Saturday morning to claim their registration, they already have a number assigned to them. And we will be able to know that because they can flash us with their phone that they've got their registration number, and we can make their cards for them accordingly. Some people might not have that email. Let's say they registered a long time ago. We will still have the booklets available in front of each of the stations that have an alphabetical listing of all of the twins and their registration number that corresponds to it for this year. At the front of that book that I'm telling you about, where we have all of the twins listed, there is going to be a tally sheet. Because in order to streamline things, we're going to try a situation where we can eliminate having to highlight each of the twins as they come in, to skip the looking up part, if you will. So if a set of twins come in, they flash you their registration confirmation, you know the number, that tally sheet in the front, if you write their number in there, there will be a special area for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You write their registration number in there and go right to the part of completing their registration. Don't bother looking them up in the book again. That's a change from last year. It should save a lot of time. Now, when you have a number for a set of twins, you need to put it on a number card. Each twin is going to get one of these number cards, and on one side will be written their number. It may be pre-printed if they're registering on site, but I'll talk about that later. And that number needs to be written by you in Sharpie, about an inch high, bold, thick numbers that are easy for a judge to read from some distance away. An example here, the number is 1400. You write that on each of the twins' cards. This is the business end of the card. Okay, this is what judges have to see. The back side is the social end. The twins may like to write their name, first name, last name, it doesn't matter, whatever they prefer. And the twins may have this showing of the times that they're not in a contest. Now, after you've gotten the numbers written on, the names written on, you want to talk to your twins and find out if this is their first festival. If this is the first festival they've ever registered for, you are going to have some My First Festival silver stickers to put here. I put a little red dot to symbolize all of the stickers that we have to recognize our milestones. And that sticker can go on each of the social sides of the cards. And the cards will go into a lanyard or a necklace, a plastic pocket for the numbers to hang in. And then your twins are almost ready. You're going to give them a wristband on each wrist, fit for their comfort, cut off the tails. The wristband and the name tag will get them into the festival. There are some other recognition stickers I want to tell you about, just so you're aware of them. We have twinless twin stickers. If you find a set of twins where one twin is deceased, it would be appropriate to ask them if they would like to have a remembrance sticker for their other twin. Then we have other milestone stickers for years registered. This is not attendance. This is not for consecutive years. This is for number of years registered. So we have some details to work out on how this is going to be, these will be handed out under our new system. I'm going to ask you to trust me to work that out in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So we have now gotten our twins in. We got their number. We got their number tags. We got their bracelets on. Now it's time to give them what I call the bag of fun. And the bag of fun is a pre-arranged bag. Most of them will have set up ready for you to just take and give to the twins and they can go. But in the event you need to explain to them what's going on, I'll tell you what's in the bag. There are 2 souvenir programs. This is from last year. The souvenir programs have everything inside that's going on for the whole festival. Entertainment, transportation, special things going on with the fireworks or contests, everything you'd want to know. Royal Court is in here. So the twins, especially if it is their first year coming, really should go take a few minutes to sit down, look through the program, figure out a course of action for how to have a good weekend of fun with the festival. If you have higher orders coming in, triplets, quads, or other higher orders, I don't think we have anything better than quads coming this year. You need to make sure that they each get a program. There will also be proclamations recognizing each of the twins or multiples as a honorary citizen of Twinsburg. There will be a Cedar Point brochure. This is a really special sponsorship we have. Really encourage Cedar Point attendance if people have time after the festival because the ticket deal is really great in there. And so then the twins have that bag of fun and they're ready to go have a good time, whether it's Friday night or Saturday night. Your job has pretty much ended at that point. Now we will have some people come to the festival this year who don't have Wi-Fi or they don't have internet service or they don't have a smart device or whatever the situation is. Maybe they don't like stuff online. I don't care. They need to fill out a paper registration form. And this is a familiar form if you've been with us before. The same form we've had many years, but I will explain it to you. These people are going to be standing in the on-site registration line only. They do not come to pre-registration. If you're working over that side, they need to have completed all of the information about the twins here. Please review this to be sure it is completed. We have had issues with people not completing addresses or putting phone numbers in. And if we have issues or need a proof of birth later, we have no way of successfully contacting them. Your important part for writing is up here across the top. This is your indication of what has transpired in the transaction that's happening here, the date. And the next thing that you write in will be the number assigned to them. Now, I mentioned that all of the on-site registration twins will be the number 2000 and higher, or if I didn't mention that because this is my third take, I did say that, or I intended to say that. So from the number 2000 and higher, you will be picking out the next set of cards that's available for registration and writing that number at the top here. This registration for on-site is $25, and so not 20, this is an old form. And you're going to write how much is taken at this point. And then the method of payment, that may be cash. You can write a $sign. It may be credit card. You can write CC, and then you can ask me to run the credit card. Or it could be a check. And if it's a check, you write the check number in here. Then you write the identification that they're providing, a driver's license with the state and the number. Be sure it's still a valid license that has not expired. Finally, you're going to put your initials at the end, and this is so that in the event we have any concerns or questions about what happened, and maybe you recall the transaction, you can say, oh yes, it's because it happened this way, and then we have our questions answered. This is a duplicate form as before. The yellow copy goes to the twins. They should keep it with them all weekend long in case they need to refer to the information on it. This white copy will be given to or put into the accordion file folders filed by the last 2 digits in their registration number, and I'll take care of the paper forms from there. In the highly, highly unlikely event that you have a twin come in with a pre-printed paper registration form, please just come see me. I don't want to take up your video time explaining something that has less than 5% chance of happening. Okay, so I talked about how you're checking in twins who have pre-registered online at any point in time. You're going to write down their number on the tally sheet if that's the appropriate thing to do. If they don't have their confirmation number handy, you can look it up in the form, in the information that's behind that, and make a note of that there. I told you about the things you're going to be giving the twins on Friday night. You have to give them hot dog tickets. You don't have to do that on Saturday and Sunday. And then finally, the last thing that we do at the registration booth is we sell photographs. So many of the people who are registering, pre-registering, will have already purchased their photographs online, and they've already have paid for them. So you don't have to do anything. But somebody might have forgotten. And so if they decide that they want to have a photograph, then they can order one with a paper copy. This begins with the registration number. If you are not a registered set of twins, you may not buy a photograph. This is the reason why, is one of the perks we give for registering at all. Fill in the information for where you want the photographs to go. And then at the conclusion down here at the bottom is the tracking for the financial part of it. Again, you're going to put the amount collected. So if it's more than one photograph, you have more money. You're also going to put your initials. If it's a check, you're also going to write the check information up at the top. If it's a credit card, you're going to see me and I will run the transaction for you. Duplicate form, yellow goes to the twins. You can tell the twins they should expect their photographs to arrive before Thanksgiving. It's usually before October, but if not by Thanksgiving, then they need to call the office because there's been an issue. The white form gets filed in a separate accordion folder based on the last name. Now, sometimes we have inclement weather. That's okay. We have a system for that too. In the event we cannot take Saturday's photo or Sunday's photo at the time we expect, and people would like to change their photo, there is a form for this. It is rather self-explanatory. Registration number. We ordered a Saturday. We want a Sunday, vice versa. This is the address. You sign it. No money transacted on this. Yellow copy to the twins. White copy filed by last name in the Alpha accordion folder. All right, I think I have covered pretty much everything there is to do at the registration booth. It's going to be an exciting year, as I said, because we have changes, and I'm sure there will be a few glitches in the process, but I think it's going to, at the end, make everything much smoother. I'm anticipating really short lines to stand at the on-site registration part of the booth this year. So we look forward to seeing you. Again, please come dressed comfortably and ready to serve. And we hope that if you have any questions, you'll just write a note at the bottom of the video, and I'll be checking back to the video every so often and try and answer those questions for you. Or you can get my cell phone number, which is on the Sign Up Genius, which is how you even know to watch this video in the first place. And especially if you have any last-minute changes, please send me a text. Tell me who you are and tell me what the situation is so that I can scramble up either a replacement or a reinforcement or whatever the situation may be. All right, thank you very much. Again, thank you for your time serving the festival. It means so much to the twins who come and visit, and it really is a joy to be able to meet so many people at the registration booth. See you soon.